Hey guys, what's up? Lexi really here, and today I'm going to be doing another gear talk video where I'm kind of explaining the gear that I'm using now for my live performances and kind of why I changed it around a little bit. But this setup is a lot more easy for me to travel with and to carry myself, and I really like it because it's super simple. So let's get started. So I'm still using the Roland Gaia, which is a digital and analog synth. So it has built-in sound waves that you can model and makes like analog type sounds. It's modeled after the Roland SH01 actually. But yeah, and you can also use it as a MIDI controller, which I think is really cool because I do a lot in Massive and other such plugins in Ableton. So the new piece of gear I added is the APC40, and it's not their newest controller like this, but it is pretty awesome still. You have all of these buttons for triggering the different scenes on the side. You can also use this to trigger just the samples. And so how I have it set up right now is I have one going to my vocals, 2 is the Roland Gaia, and then over here I have all of my effects on the master track, and then up here I have all the effects that I use for my vocals. So I do like live effects for my vocals and like little chops and things like that, so that's pretty fun. Yeah, and then I play a built-in synthesizer over it, because this thing you can get a lot of different cool sounds. I programmed them myself or modeled them and saved them over the original presets to get kind of a more unique sound. And then of course I have my awesome new keyboard stands that I decorated with these flowers because art. Moving on, this is how I have my setup right now. And so on the screen you'll see I have basically the backtracks for each song that I play, just because right now I'm really heavily involved in vocals, so it's a little bit more difficult to trigger like each individual part of every song. I can't really handle that myself right now, so I have like basic backtracks, and then I play the synth and sing my vocals over it. Then on this side I have all the different BPMs, so this changes when I select the next scene, and so the song comes out correctly. Another trick to kind of note is that when I load my backtrack in here, I make sure the warp is turned off and that it's set to 000, because otherwise you'll get some weird warping going on. Even if it's at the correct tempo, it'll sound kind of strange. So yeah, you want to make sure that that's set to warp off, and then just make sure you have the correct BPM. Unless you're warping your tempo as you play, then of course you'll need to make sure this is on. But that's not how I'm doing this right now. Okay, so last time I talked about this, and this is still a really important aspect of my setup, the Komplete Audio 6 USB audio interface. And right now I have my mic plugged into 1, I have the synth in 2, and then I have headphones because I've been monitoring using my headphones lately because I just moved. Also, this room has a really tall ceiling and it would require a lot of audio treatment to be able to monitor properly. So it's kind of headphones for a while, and then I'll probably work with someone professional to get them mastered. So that's kind of how it's going right now. Or I would have to move my setup to the bedroom where I have carpeting and there's a lot more fabric and stuff that would kind of dampen the sound from echoing. I also have my SM58, which has been my favorite microphone for a long time. It has really warm vintage tones, like I mentioned in the last video. And lately I've just been holding it. I'm not using a mic stand when I perform because it's easy to go back and forth, and I can like move around and not have to kind of like dart between making sure I'm within reach of the mic stand or able to play what I need to play at the same time. Everyone kind of does it differently, so this is my setup. Also something very important is this USB connector, because there aren't enough USB slots in I actually perform with my laptop, so I don't take this whole thing, obviously. I make sure to transfer my sets to the hard drive here, and then you want to make sure you collect all and save. That is a super important step to do, otherwise your files won't show up when you load your program, or when you try and load your set, your files won't show up if you forget that part. So this is a USB connector. So I have my hard drive in there. I have the Roland Gaia plugged in right now as a MIDI controller, and I also have the APC40 and the Komplete Audio 6. So yeah, I kind of bypassed the whole mixing board thing, and I'm just mixing it through here because I realized I like to be able to just pack it all in a bag. This bag over here, which I really like because it has all of these different compartments. There's room for my controller, fits in this one. My laptop fits in the next one. And it just has so many different pockets, so it's super useful. And you can also use it as regular luggage if you wanted to, or if I ever have a gig that's like out of town, this is where the laptop fits, and there's lots of pockets for cords. But I could definitely stuff some clothes in here too if I ever needed to. So it's super nice, and it has wheels, so that makes it really easy. So yeah, I've been enjoying that. Okay, well that's basically what my setup is like now, and it's a lot pared down from the last one because I've been doing a few more shows recently playing live, and so I've gotten a little bit more experience and figuring out what it is that I want to do, and definitely efficiency has been key for myself, so I pared down. I found the APC40 on eBay for super cheap, and I got really lucky with it. Like, I haven't had any problems. I actually also got the Roland Gaia off of eBay, and yeah, that's kind of the way I've been going lately as for how to buy gear, because you can find really great prices. Of course, you want to check the reviews and be careful, so you want to buy from like established sellers and stuff like that, because they won't usually have a warranty if you buy them used, so that's something else to keep in mind. I kind of take some risks sometimes, so I don't really mind not having the warranty because I got a great price on them, and they've been holding up for almost a year now, I think. Definitely several months I've had the APC44. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it was helpful to you somehow. Leave a comment and a like if you feel like it, and make sure you're subscribed so you can get all of my other fun and weird videos in the future. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Bye!